Now, I'll start a little bit further back in my story because I did start working for Zig Ziglar right out of college. It's a funny story that I talk about in my first book, Winning in Life Now, but it's basically, I had an opportunity to work for Zig. I always wanted to work for him, and by doing so, I was fulfilling my passion, and I really had an opportunity to start at a very young age making a difference in other people's lives, and I loved it so much. But then I did something crazy. I decided to quit Zig Ziglar. Now, let me tell you, not many people leave that company because it's such a wonderful place to work, but I wanted to climb the corporate ladder. I wanted to be more successful, and frankly, I wanted to go make more money. So I did. I quit and I went into software sales, and I spent the next 13 years in what I say is corporate America, because it was nothing like working at Ziglar. But it was some of the best years of my life and some of the worst years of my life. Best in that I learned so many lessons in what it really means to be successful and what it means to follow your passion and purpose and all that. But it was also some of the worst because I knew what I was doing was not what I was supposed to be doing. I was successful, but I wasn't fulfilled. That led me down this whole path of trying to figure out, well, what would I do if I could do anything? And I always wanted to write a book. Now, I never dare tell anybody I wanted to write a book, but it was just something personally I wanted to do. So back in 2009, I decided while I was working my software job that I was going to write a book. I was going to write a book and I was going to tell my stories and I was going to share what I knew about personal development, and I wanted to write it for my kids, my boys who were both in elementary school at the time. And I did. And the book was called Winning in Life Now: How to Break Through to a Happier You. And it was a great book, and it was certainly not a story of me being a winner in life. It was definitely more a story about my ups and downs in life and how I used personal development to get through some things. And I also shared stories about what it was like working for Zig Ziglar. And so again, not intending to let anyone else read this book but my family, I went ahead, I wrote it, and I published it. Well, as they say, the rest is history, because what happened by making that one step, that one attempt, instantly everything changed for me. Instantly opportunities started to come to me. Not because I was any different than I was the day before I wrote the book. I was the exact same person the very next day. But what happened was people saw me differently. They saw me as this credible resource. And that started an opportunity for me to start a business. And literally that began with speaking and coaching and doing seminars and ultimately opening my own publishing company. All because I wrote a book. So more revenue came to me, more respect, and absolutely more results, all because of writing a book.